Hey everyone on YouTube or my subscribers or whatever. Basically this is just a small video about me asking what was your favourite, I'm going to go heavy metal album of 2011, because there was a lot out 2011. It was all pretty good stuff. I mean, mine was Five Finger Death Punch's American Capitalist album, purely because there was no song on there that I didn't dislike. Actually, I loved all of them. It wasn't so much that I didn't like a lot of albums that I didn't like any of the songs. It was just, say, with Trivium's new album, they were all good and I did like all of them, but I just didn't sort of love as many of them as I did with Five Finger Death Punch's album. I kind of really did like every single song on Five Finger Death Punch's album. I mean, I've been listening to it over and over again, whereas Trivium's I've listened to it a couple of times over the time that I've had it. So it was a good album, I'm not going to lie, it was really good, but I did just really like Five Finger Death Punch's. So yeah, what I'm basically asking for is you to just down below post a comment about what your favourite metal album was. It could be Ailstorm, Trivium, In Flames, Five Finger Death Punches, or maybe even a band I haven't heard of. If it's a band I haven't heard of, then I'm going to check them out, because I really do like checking out new bands, because I'm always changing. I've had black metal phases, death metal phases, thrash metal phases, and it all cycles back around. I mean, I went through a black metal phase 5 years ago, I went through it again 2 years ago, and I'm back onto whatever. So it's really kind of goes around and around and around. I mean, I like death metal, I like all sorts, but what I'm listening to at the moment is more Five Finger Death Punch style stuff. And maybe, that's going to pass very shortly, and I'll probably be back into sort of black metal and death metal stuff, so I'll be listening to that again. So no matter what album it was, no matter what genre of metal, that's really where I'm going with this. It's metal and all that sort of stuff. And if you're watching this and you're not into metal, then I suggest either switching off now, because I'm going to be talking about metal for a while, or listening through it, because I truly believe that out there is a genre of metal for everyone. I mean, there's, dance metal, there's folk metal, classical metal, thrash metal, speed metal, there's everything. I mean, it's unbelievable what people do with metal. That's why I like metal. It's really diverse. There's Viking metal, pirate metal. I could go on for hours and hours and hours just naming all different types of metal. So yeah, I mean, if you're not into metal, just search something like dance metal or whatever, depending on what you're into. If you like folk metal, if you're into Gaelic kind of stuff, Gaelic metal, there's stuff out there. There's even pagan metal, all that sort of weird stuff. So yeah, and as in every single one of the videos that I do where I'm talking to the camera, I've usually been drinking. I've got a bit of I've been diagnosed with sort of brushstrokes of autism. Some people say yes, it is there, or no, it isn't, and that's why I have real difficulty connecting with the camera. You'll notice that I'll sort of look around a lot and not really directly at the camera. It takes a lot of, it really does sort of, I really need to put myself into looking at the camera. It's quite tricky for me. It's like if I met any one of you in person and I was talking to you, you'd notice that I'll make eye contact for maybe 5 seconds, then look around, and then make eye contact for a few seconds and look around. It's really quite tricky for me. I'm dyslexic and I had dyspraxia as well. But the dyspraxia's been cured. I'm now hence guitar playing, all that sort of stuff helped me deal with it, and it's pretty much now gone. I only make a couple of things, like I'll be drinking and completely miss my mouth, but who doesn't do that? And my dyslexia is still there. I have problems reading and stuff, but anyway, that's off topic of what I'm going on. So yeah, basically I'm looking for any suggestions on your favourite album of 2011. Please make it 2011, because if I make it your favourite album of all time, then there'll be so many comments just shredding my page, I won't be able to check them out. But 2011, keep it in that bracket, and I'll check out if I haven't heard the band, I'll check it out, or if I didn't realise the band had an album out, then I'm going to check it out anyway. I realised that I'm in quite a lot of I realised I'm into quite a lot of bands, not in yeah, I'm that good, I'm in every band in the world. No, I realised I'm, you know, into a lot of bands, and I may have missed if they've had an album out or whatever, because 2011 was quite a prosperous year for metal. There was quite a few things out, so yeah. So post down below, obviously, as I said, and basically now what I'm trying to do is one, get a little bit drunk because I've got labs tomorrow, and I hate labs, but we've all got to do it. And two, I'm trying to get my band restarted. I think I've told you before that I had a band, and it was all being very turbulent, but we've got a lot of new people in. We're trying to organise and meet together. We're going to a bar because we're all at uni. We're going to talk about practice places, style. We may be changing our style or whatever, and just equipment and stuff like that. We're going to be talking about everything. So hopefully, I'll be updating you on how that's going very soon. I'm hoping to get it at practice very soon. Yeah, but in the meantime, we do have a Pure Volume profile. I'll put it down below, as well as a Facebook profile, also down below in the description. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. So just post your favourite album of 2011, and well, keep enjoying metal and all that. And cheers for the people who are allowed to drink who are watching this. And I do realise in America that is 21, so. But I'm from England, so I'm only 20 and I'm still drinking. Been drinking for 2 years. That's because England rules. Kind of. In some ways. But I do think that Americans have a lot of things right. Except for the gun thing. The gun thing's kind of a bit of a downer. But anyway. Apart from that, you got a lot of things right. Except for making cars. I'm just saying. I'm a Lamborghini man myself. I do like Lamborghinis. If I just hadn't written my car off at 90 miles an hour. If you're from Europe and you're working in kilometers an hour, then just find a converter and convert 90 miles an hour to kilometers an hour, and you'll understand. Yeah, I know. I'm a bit of a retard, but I was tired, I was in a rush, I was late, blah de blah, making excuses. But the police don't know, they think I was driving at 70, the legal speed limit, so shh. No, I kid, I don't really. I did crash, and it was very, yeah. Sorry, comment down below. Favourite metal album, 2011. When you comment, if it's a band I've never heard of, I will check it out, and I'll give feedback on it and stuff. Some of you may have seen my, you know, I've done album reviews before, but basically, I'm looking for new bands. I'm really, really just open to everything, unless it's chavvy shit. And then, if you're a chav and you post down below, I will tell you to fuck off, because this is about metal, and you don't fuck with metal. Peace out, motherfuckers. Goodbye. No? Exit fail. This is why you don't drink.